action again and seeing if Houston Alexander is the real deal or not.
The Hughes fight with, is that what you're talking about?
No, the Houston Alexander versus Thiago Silva.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I mean, there are some good fights on it. I won't doubt that. But as far as, like, other pay-per-views that they've had in the past, it's a little underwhelming. You never know. What is going on, Hogan?
Sorry.
What is happening?
Playing a website with video.
My
UFC
God,
site.
you just fail on every level possible. That's the UFC site now?
Well, it's the
Let's
one
just show people that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of neat looking.
I didn't know they played songs on it.
It's like a flat.
It's part of the UFC 78. So I was just curious when this was going to be.
Are you a big UFC
Isn't it
fan?
in like 1.5 hours?
Are you a big UFC
So-
fan, caller?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite fighter?
I'm gonna have to go with in UFC. I'm gonna have to say GSP.
You know, actually, I used to
Saint-Pierre.
train at Renzo Gracie's Academy in New York, and George St. Pierre used to come by all the time. And Matt Serra actually used to come by all the time and actually help us, you know, nubs out.
Enough of that.
And that was pretty cool of him. I've always liked Matt Serra after that, so I hope he beats the piss out of Hughes.
Oh, they're fighting again?
Yeah, again.
They haven't fought.
They haven't fought. It's going to be, and the way that they're talking on the Ultimate Fighter
They hate
series,
each other.
They genuinely hate each other. So, like Matt Serra, it's like Hughes disrespected Matt Serra incredibly, and Matt Serra is like sick of him. So I'm looking forward to that fight.
I can't say I'm too excited about that fight since I don't like any one of them.
To each his own.
So I want to see both lose. So
Maybe that'll
knockdown.
happen. Maybe they'll just hit each other at the same time and they'll both fall.
yeah.
Rocky.
Yeah, very Rocky-ish.
Yeah.
Any other questions, caller?
Not really.
Not really. Okay.
Card 4 was a disappointment.
Which was?
Card 4.
It was a disappointment.
Yeah.
What were you expecting?
I don't know. I wasn't expecting shit.
Are you playing on the PC or console?
PC?
Interesting.
Yeah,
I just
I haven't,
downloaded it last night. So
Yeah, see, I
I'm
can't
gonna
really
be checking
speak.
it out.
I can't
but-
really speak to how the PC version is, especially for gamers that only do things on the PC and would prefer to do it on the PC. But on the console side, and especially for the PS3, COD 4 is fucking where it's at. So maybe on the PC it's not, but you know, on the consoles it is. So sorry to hear you didn't like the experience. I know Wheat and I did.
It's the best FPS game I've played in a while. So
And it's still
not
crap.
too shabby.
Not too shabby.
Oh, now it's not too shabby. Okay.
All right. Thanks,
Well,
caller.
Maybe you'll change
disappoint.
your mind in the next 5 seconds, and then it'll be the best game ever.
Nah. Won't happen.
All right, man. Thanks for calling. Enjoy your free
Yeah.
fight that you're going to torrent.
All right, next caller. Paul, what's up?
Yo, how's it going, guys?
How's it going, Paul?
Yo, hey,
Yo.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
All right, yeah, I can.
Okay, good.
Ace on Tyler for asking that question about Ghostbusters, and that's definitely Ghostbusters 1.
Okay. Yes.
Good on Duma for throwing that first Eye Judgment game on Wheat. That was pro, and you took it to him. That's it, guys. I'm out. Great show.
All right, man.
Thanks,
Couldn't
Paul.
be
Thank
around.
you. Thanks for checking in.
Great call.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right, next caller. What's up? Caller, you're on the air.
Hey,
Hey.
y'all hear me?
Yes, can hear you.
Have you played Assassin's Creed yet?
I did
Assassin's
not,
Creed?
but I watched Wheat play a good chunk of it, about maybe an hour, a little over an hour of it. And
It's pretty badass, but it just shows what you could do on the PS3 if they had developed exclusively for it.
It's pretty badass, and it's a pretty good view into seeing some of the reviewer jackasses that are giving it low scores. You can exactly see how they think. And if you honestly look at Assassin's Creed and give it something like a 5.5 or anything like a 7 or below, then you're smoking some crack.
Well, I think they just weren't ready for the experience. Like, they didn't know what they were getting into.
And you know, and to be fair, a lot of the mainstream reviewers have a lot of games to plow through, and maybe they just couldn't sit back, relax, and appreciate the game for what it was, the beauty of the game, you know, how slick it is, the way it approaches the genre in a different direction. You know, maybe they just don't think on that level anymore. Maybe they just have to bang out review after review, and they don't have time to sit there and enjoy it. So who knows? I know most of the reviews have been good. They're like 9s or above, but there are some little spotty ones here and there. But I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying it. I hope everybody's enjoying it. It actually looks like from what I've seen Wheat play, it's pretty cool. And I'm actually going to pick up a copy.
Did you run into the repetitive gameplay though while you were playing?
No, I didn't
Or
play, and I
watching?
only saw Wheat play for a little over an hour. So of course there wasn't any repetitive gameplay. But you know, the appeal for Assassin's Creed for me has always been the wide open, do whatever you want. In fact, I told Wheat one of the greatest things I loved doing during E3 was doing some prison shanks on people. And I was like, you know what? This is like shooting out tires for me in Crackdown. I could just go in Assassin's Creed and prison shank people all day long, and then just like return, you know, try to hide in the environment. And that to me is the appeal. So, you know, repetitiveness, you know, I think that it's very subjective. And then everybody has a, you know, that doesn't apply across the board.
You're going to see the repetitive gameplay once you get into it. But I think if
Sure.
they'd have developed it specifically for the PS3, that wouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
They'd have had more sounds and more space to do stuff with the sound, so you wouldn't hear the same shit over and over.
You know, I'm hoping the game does well because I would like to see a sequel. I think that, you know, the game's graphics and looks are almost pretty much there. And if they had a little more time and could build upon that, the game could be even more incredible.
Well, all right, man. That's all I got.
All right.
Like,
Thanks for calling. Hope I answered your question.
I think you did.
I don't know if there was a question in there. I just answer questions anyway.
We got next caller. Here we go. What's up, buddy? Caller, you're on the air.
Hello?
Hello.
Yo, I got a question about Call of Duty 4.
Yes.
Do you know the perks where one of them that increases the shooting speed and the other one, the sleight of hand, which is increases your reload speed? Which one do you think is better?
You know, I haven't gotten the one that increases your shooting speed. What does it do exactly?
Basically, like, let's say the M4, right? It shoots like a specific speed.
Like a rate of
how
fire?
shoots,
It
right?
increases the rate of
Yeah,
fire?
the rate of fire, basically. Basically, increases your rate of fire.
Oh, wow. And how is
Yeah.
it? How has it been?
I haven't really gotten yet, but I was thinking, I was looking at the frequently asked questions on the Charlie Oxford Delta. I was looking at the perks they have, so I can just, like, you know, plan out what the perks I want. And since the sleight of hand and the double tap, they're on the same group, so I was kind of wondering if you guys know about it or.
No, I didn't. I haven't unlocked that perk yet. I think there's still a few perks I'm missing, maybe 7 or 8 of them. I don't know, something like that. I just got the reload thing this morning, actually, when I played a little bit this morning. I don't necessarily think the reload is all that, unless you have a saw, unless you're a big saw user or one of those light machine
slow
guns.
reload, yeah.
Yeah, then it will come in handy on the like smaller weapons. You know, I'm used to just using my own strategy to overcome, you know, a slower reload. So I'm not so sure that's effective for me, but I'm sure for light machine gun players, that's, you know, a must-have, obviously. The rate of fire thing, that's pretty interesting, though. I would think with the perks of like increased bullet damage and everything else, you know, I'm not sure how necessary that would be, but you never know. That's why I love Call of Duty 4. I mean, you have these combinations to play with, and it's cool that they give you those tools, and maybe it does work better. Who knows? It depends on your play style, you know. That's another thing. Those perks are designed to enhance someone's personal play style. You know, if you're good at one thing, you know, that perk will excel it, whereas another perk won't do anything for you. So kudos to Activision and the guys over there that made it.
All right, next. Oh, one
Infinity
more
Ward.
thing.
Yeah.
You know the Legend of Zelda for the DS?
Which
What
game?
That's what the
The
caller
Phantom
called
Hourglass.
him.
Zelda?
Yeah, the Phantom Hourglass.
Yes.
I borrowed it from a friend. It's actually pretty good. It's
Yeah,
pretty
no,
good.
I played it, I think the last time I played it was at PAX, and it was pretty good. If I actually went out and bought DS games and played my DS all the time, I'd probably go get it. But since I don't live in New York and do mass transportation, public transportation all the time, I don't really have a lot of time to play my DS, so it's not really much of a purchase for me. But yeah, I would definitely recommend it. If you own a DS, play a DS a lot, it's definitely one of those things you would have to have in your library. So,
all right, thanks
all right,
a lot.
caller?
Hey, Suma,
Yes, Hogan.
hardware guy just chatted me a question. He wants to know, does the increased rate of fire increase the spread of the reticule?
Ooh.
Like, I mean,
I would think it wouldn't, right? If it increased the spread, how effective would it actually be?
heavy weapons guy, my bad. Hardware
Yeah.
guy.
I'm not sure. I'm not so sure that it would do that, but it's a good question. My answer is I don't know, and that, you know, I would assume it wouldn't, because then it would be, your shooting would be less effective, and I don't know why they put that in there. I could be wrong, but that's what makes sense in my messed up brain.
Blackrobe on Stickum says that it does.
It does.
It does, yes.
Well, that sounds like a perk I don't want, then.
I don't,
Yeah, it would be hard to balance that, but anyway.
Maybe if you have like increased aim, that hip aim thing, and then the increased rate of fire, maybe they balance each other out so where it is effective. I don't know. I'm interested to find out though and play with it.
Caller, you're on the air.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
What's up with you?
Talking about Call of Duty 4 on the PC. It's pretty badass.
Oh, you like
Is
it
it?
so far?